Right, one of the young chefs I'm lucky enough to work with at one of my restaurants is a young fella named Teddy Park. He's a bloody good bloke, a blindingly good chef, and he's super passionate about his Korean culinary heritage. Before I came on this trip, he wouldn't leave me alone. He was badgering me to make sure that I tried his favourite Korean delicacy, silky Korean tofu. 30 minutes from Jeonju is Andok Mall, where I'm visiting a traditional Korean tofu making school. Hopefully, my skills will impress Teddy. So there really is nothing simpler than making tofu. We just start with soybeans, turn them into a paste, condense it down, and then squash it into milky, wobbly, gelatinous blocks of squeaky goodness. These soybeans soak for about 8 hours. When you chuck them in the water for about 8 hours, they almost triple in size. Put it into this pretty serious looking mortar and pestle thing. This is a soybean grinder, and turning it anti-clockwise, of course, it just gets sucked underneath and creates this lovely little paste that oozes out the bottom there. Look at that. Once there's plenty in there, it drops off the edge into the bowl, and we're ready to introduce it to the next step, fire. The paste is now placed in hot water and reduced down over an outdoor fire. This process further condenses the paste. A ratio of 3 parts paste and 1 part water is used and repeated 3 times over an hour. Okay, I've got my tools. It's been bubbling away for about an hour. Now all we've got to do is separate the good stuff from the bad stuff. Rule number 1 here in Korea, don't burn the chef. So here we go, gently, nicely. Thank you, miss. You can see as we're pouring it in there that this muslin bag is just catching all of the gritty kind of solids. Now, to turn this milky liquid into tofu as we know it, a congealant is used. Here in Korea, it's seawater minus the salt, and it goes in while the stuff's still hot. So it's been about 20 minutes or half an hour, and this gooey, milky liquid is what's left over. You can see the salt water's done its job and separated out, coagulated if you like. So as soon as I've got all this gunk into this lovely little mould, I'm gonna put his little wooden hat on, apply a bit of pressure, and out the other end comes silky tofu. And here it is, the finished product. How simple is that? All natural and bloody delicious Korean tofu.